Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mateo Chavez-Lewis, and welcome to the channel. I finally settled down again after what has been, believe it or not, a crazy year. Pretty soon I'm going to be moving into my own studio apartment. Right now I'm in my parents' basement still. So this is my little studio that I have in my parents' basement. But soon I'm going to be in a new place. And hopefully I'll be there for a long time. So the timing is perfect for me to get back to YouTube. In this introductory video, I'm going to talk a little bit about what you can expect from the channel in the coming weeks and months. But before we get into that, I'm sure you're all wondering, what the heck have I been up to for the last 6 months? So let me get you up to speed. If you've been around the live music scene in Toronto for a while, then you've probably run into Mandy Goodhandy. Her and I have recently been putting together an act called Lady and the Rambler. Basically, I'm young and I play piano, she's old and she sings, it's a whole bit, and we've got a number of shows coming up together all across Toronto, including Mandy's own venue, Mandy's Bistro, which is opening in the middle of October at Broadview and Danforth. So if you're as eager as we are to get back to sharing live music, grab your vaccination receipt and get on down to one of our shows. You can find more information, including show dates and how to reserve seats, at my website, www.mateochavezlewis.com. Link is in the description. Starting in July, I was part of a group of actor-musicians who put together a concert series called Can Jams. The whole series was produced by a theatre company called Garner Theatre Productions. They specialize in actors who play their own instruments. If you've never heard of them, you should really check them out. Again, the link for that is in the description as well. And so the group of us, there were 6 of us, and we toured around Toronto and, you know, the greater Toronto area, performing a bunch of like private and public events. And we performed outside a lot, which is something I've never really done. So that was a very eye-opening experience. We're lucky that we had as amazing of a sound team as we had, because we had to deal with all kinds of weather. You know, there were days where there were like torrential downpours and the sound people had to like hold up the tarp in order to stop the soundboard from getting wet. And then there were days where the like humidity was killer, and it was the kind of humidity, you know, that just sticks to your face, and they were bringing around like cold towels for everybody. They were really amazing. So shout out to them. Our group, we played a bunch of songs from the musical theatre canon and also a bunch of like folk pop stuff. We did a lot of Canadiana, you know, a lot of Joni Mitchell, Stompin' Tom. And Donna, our director, was kind enough to even invite me to share one of my original songs as part of the set list. So I shared a song I wrote called Dear Greta. More on that later. One highlight from our set for me was this song by Hawksley Worksman called You and the Candles. And if you're from Canada, you've probably heard a few songs by Hawksley, but you might not have heard this one because it's one of his lesser known tunes, but I think it's just an absolutely beautiful song. So I'd like to play some of it for you today, if you don't mind. It goes like this. When societies crumble and everything's gone and the cars are all rusted away, when there ain't no more money and there's nothing to buy, when all that we have is the day, when empires are humble before the eyes of the people, and the truth will be like a parade. With industries fallen, we'll make our own clothes now, and gifts from our hands rise again. And what of the night, with no electrical light? So what then? You and the candles will be all that I need. Your face bathed in the firelight will be all I want to see. And I'll still write you a song It'll last the whole night long. Oh, you and the candle. Like I said, I've been writing a song called Dear Greta. I started writing it in November of last year, so almost a full year ago as of the time I'm recording this video. I live in Ontario, and our COVID cases had gotten really bad last, November, December. So we were all just kind of holed up in our basements doing nothing, and I just got really depressed about the state of the world. I would watch the news and I would see how much anger and hatred was out there in the world, and I would just think, what can I do to help? And I mean, the answers usually was not much. So what I did was I wrote this song, and it's not much, but it's a song. And it's kind of a letter to Greta Thunberg, someone who I think is making a difference right now, someone who I think is doing a lot to help. And it's kind of an apology on behalf of the human race, saying hey, Greta, we know you're working really, really hard to make the world a better place, and we're sorry we're not really listening to you. So I'm in the process right now of working on a music video for the song with Edge of the Sky Productions in Toronto. So stay tuned for more details about that, because that's really cool. And there you go. That's what I've been working on the last couple of months while I've been, away from the channel. As you can see, it's been a really, busy chapter in my life, which is great. It's been a really difficult chapter in my personal life, but everything is a balance, and I don't believe in only sharing the highlights on, social media. So I think it's important that I do say that, I've been doing some pretty cool stuff, and I'm really grateful for that. And that's why I'm sharing it is more than anything as a sign of my gratitude to, the universe for bringing all these amazing things into my life. But I also, I do want to say it's been tough. So if you're out there and you're struggling, I get it. I'm there too. Hopefully this channel can be a place where we can all come together and find some healing through music. Which brings us to the second part of the video, which is what can you expect from this channel? So should you choose to, and you absolutely should, hit that subscribe button down below. Here's what you can expect to see from me in the coming weeks. I'm going to start up by uploading new videos once a week, every Saturday. And hopefully down the line, I will bump that up to 2 days a week, so probably Wednesday and Saturday it's going to be. And these videos are going to be a huge mishmash of stuff. There's going to be, some, obviously, continuations of my 2 series from before to build a show. And, of course, music theater theory. I'm also going to be doing a lot of original songs and covers and new arrangements of old existing songs and posting those. I'm going to be interviewing some of my favorite people in the music industry and the theater industry. I'm going to have live stream events. I'm going to have classes, courses and tips and tricks for music theory, songwriting, vocal technique, piano technique, cabaret style, life update videos where I kind of share secrets and stories from my life. Because like I said, I really value, honesty on the internet, and it's something we don't see a lot of. So I want to tell you honestly what's going on in my life, and the best way I know to tell stories is through songs. And then, anything else I feel like putting on this channel, it's going to be a whole bunch of music related, theater related stuff. So I hope you'll join me along for the ride. And, hopefully the 20 minutes, half an hour you spend with me every week can be entertaining, educational, and, maybe even a little bit inspirational. That's what I want, is I want to send home the message, get up, go do something, go make some music, The world needs more music right now. More music and more stories. I really believe that. So there you go. That's what the heck Mateo has been up to for 6 months. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a like and send me a comment of what you've been up to for the last 6 months. Because I read every single comment on this channel. And I really love hearing from all of you, even if I can't respond to everybody. So please, send me your comments. Send me your personal life updates. I really love reading that stuff, and I really want this channel to be a community where we all kind of get to know each other that way. And of course, the comments and the likes and the subscribes, subscriptions, they all really help me out a lot, and I appreciate that. So thank you for the support. If you want to learn more about me, you can visit my website, which is www.mateochavezlewis.com. And the link to that is going to be in the description. You know, I do coachings, live performances. I can record an accompaniment track for you. There's a ton of stuff that I offer on my website, so go check that out. Once again, my name is Mateo Chavez Lewis. Thank you all for your time. Thank you all for watching. It really means the world to me. I love you all so much. Goodbye. Oop. Goodbye. See you next week.